Hello then, welcome all my viewers. Let's talk on affirmations, how I use my affirmations, what equipment I use. I speak my own affirmations, but I also upload them here on YouTube. This means you can also get them. So how am I listening to them? There are two main uses. The affirmation that you are concentrating on, where you put your conscious mind on, you really listen to the sound, where you put the most attention to. You listen to the sound with all your ears, you close your eyes, and you dive in the words. This is the conscious way of getting an affirmation, but there's a more subconscious way also why we are sleeping. Because when we are sleeping, the conscious mind is shut off, but the subconscious mind is everywhere. It never sleeps. It keeps you alive, and it is always listening. So you can even feed your subconscious mind in a different way. And I make both. The conscious version when I focus completely on something, and the subconscious version when I'm sleeping. So what tools do I use? Well, let's talk a little more on affirmation. An affirmation is wonderful. These are only few words, few sentences. This mustn't be a complete story. This is much too complex. Keep it simple, especially when you want to inhale information by repetition. Less words, but high repetition rate. This is how it works. When you have no repetition rate and you read a complete book, you will forget a lot of stuff. But when you only read some words and you train them over and over, they will get in your mind, your subconscious mind, and the deeper regions in you. So the good thing is when we are listening, or when I'm listening to a meditation, a short episode of sentences. Let's stay with the conscious affirmation. You focus on these words and you are involved in this topic. And as long as the affirmation is running, this helps you to stay in contact with the topic. You don't think something else. You stay focused. So this is a reminder that helps you. Let's stay in the topic. And you are continuing the topic. And therefore, you are really diving in, getting more insights on this topic. And something else happens. Because as long as you are in this topic, you don't think any other crap. Because normally our attention goes, it flies around. I make this and then I go here, and I don't stay concentrated on a certain time in a topic. And an affirmation helps you to remember, no, we are here in this topic, and again, and it brings you back. This is like a class in school. Now we are making the money affirmation. And now we stay here until 30 minutes are over. This brings you to the topic. So you stay in the topic and you don't think all the other stuff. This is good. And when you have a good affirmation, you are concentrating, focusing on good stuff. And as long as you are concentrated on good stuff, you're not thinking bad stuff. This helps you to focus your mind in a certain direction. So this is the conscious affirmation. And I would say, put all your attention in it. All your attention. Close your eyes, dive in the words, get the feeling, and enrich this with all these details that come in your mind. This means the story gets more complete. And this is what we want. We want to change ourselves. We want to bring ourselves to a new level. And the affirmation that you inhale while sleeping, this is something else. You are not concentrating on this, okay? As long as you lay down in your bed and you relax, you can still listen to it a little bit. Then you are sleeping and it goes on and on and on. And when the recording is long enough, in the morning, you're awake, you are nearly sleeping, but you open your eyes and the affirmation is already saying to you, welcome. You're still nearly in the sleep hypnosis. But in these moments, you already get the words again while awakening. And what happens in the sleep, we have no control. This also means when you get an affirmation, you really should be aware that the affirmation is clean. Because when you say, okay, my subconscious mind, get whatever you can get, and you press the play button, and you don't know in which energy you can even understand the words. But when you don't feel good with this affirmation will transport bad energy in your subconscious mind. So be careful. Be really careful with what you are feeding your subconscious mind. So what am I using for technical stuff? When you know you have a good affirmation, there are a lot in the internet, but prove them. Really prove them whether they are in a good energy. And how we can have a tablet. You can use your phone. I have a separate phone because I don't use the phone that I normally use during the day, because I don't use to shut off all the noises. When I'm sleeping, I have the normal phone in the kitchen. I won't be disturbed. My sleep is sacred, but we can use a separate phone. You can go into the internet, choose the affirmation, and during the day, when I'm in the train or in the bus, we can use I prefer headphones. And yeah, we can also use it like this, but it's a little boring. I think headphones or earplugs are good. And when you are at home or in the office, you can use all these Bluetooth speakers. There are a lot of them here. Oh, we have these stuff here. And when you really want it boomy, I have a boom box when I'm sleeping. This here. This is good. This is a good, deep. It mustn't be loud, but it should be a good sound, a sound that you say, I like the sound. When I listen to the sound alone makes me relax. This is good. Yeah. You can connect these Bluetooth speakers via Bluetooth, but I prefer a cable, because when you connect the cable to the cell phone and from there to the speaker, you have a wired connection. There's no problem. And I prefer wires. So there are a lot of possibilities. And this is all handy. All this tiny stuff. You can even put it in your bag and you can use a tablet. There's so many ways where you can download the affirmations and then use a speaker that feels comfortable, because these small speakers in the phone, this is very important, because most affirmations, they make a lot of effort to bring wonderful music, the right mixture between music and the voiceover. And when you get an earplug like this, or a good speaker, then you can get the whole sound much better. Because when you listen, you should understand what you are listening, and you also should enjoy the sound. Wow, I'm sitting there, or I'm lying there, I close my eyes. I love the sound itself. Don't make it loud. decrease the volume. When you just understand this, this is already enough. And then you can inhale the sound and you don't know what happens. But it takes time. Every famous musician practices daily. And when you really want to take it serious, do it daily. Otherwise, it might be fun, but you are not changing the being in you. And when we try to work together with our subconscious mind is no fool. You can't cheat your subconscious mind. So many people say, let's program the subconscious mind. It accepts everything. This subconscious mind that keeps you alive cares for everything. Don't underestimate it. So, it accepts everything. No. It is really picky. And when it doesn't like something, the doors are closed forever. So when you do it, don't say, I get the sound and I will program my subconscious mind. My conscious mind is programming my subconscious mind. The conscious mind is less than 1%. And the conscious mind is everything. Don't overestimate the conscious mind. You only can give with a good affirmation. You can say, I think this is worth it. I believe in this. And I will show you this. What do you think? Like a small child. When you give some food to it, I like to introduce this food to you. But when the small child says, I don't like this, it's hard to convince it. And your subconscious mind is not a baby that accepts everything. It is super picky because it wants to protect you. This is its main goal. It wants to protect you. And when the subconscious mind says, with me not, then you have to choose something else. We have to learn to work with the subconscious mind. It's not just a cow, eat this. Oh no, it's not. Yes, so these are some thoughts on affirmations. Get an affirmation that you really like. Prove it, whether it really has the right energy. Test it frequently. Make it with the conscious mind during the day and try it out in the night. But when you work with an affirmation during the night, don't use these earplugs. This is too much, because this is too much. The subconscious mind will say, I'm listening what's in the room. You don't have to press this in the ears, because you will get troubles. But when you have a small speaker near the pillow, or a good boombox, a good sound, keep the volume low. And then you can say, this is enough. But during the day, when you are using earplugs, this is fine, because you have control over your conscious mind over your ears. You also use this when you listen to music. But when you do it during the night, I suggest don't use earplugs. This is too much. It's not the volume. It's too much direct sound. It's too close to your ear. And the ear goes directly in the brain. So it's too close. Don't do this. This causes problems in our I don't know. It's really complicated. But when you have a small speaker near the pillow, wonderful. This is enough. Use a low volume and you're good to go. Anything to share? I already shared some money affirmation because a lot of people like this, but I made this in a very special way. And soon I will also share a 10-hour sleep version that you can listen during the day. So the 30 minutes version is already online. Enjoy with all this stuff here. And soon there will come a 10 hours sleep version. Try it out. It is wonderful. I'm doing this for a long time, but now I share this here in my YouTube experience on my YouTube channel that you can test this out. And let's see whether I will make several kinds of affirmations. Because when you get an affirmation from me, you know me already. So you know I don't want to bring bad energy in your subconscious mind. This is not my concern. Then I wouldn't do this. I can do it for my own. I don't have to share this over the internet. But when I share something, it is clean. Something to share here in the comments. Right now, the comment section is yours. Welcome on board for all the new subscribers. And we'll meet us in another video. Choose one that you like. Ciao, ciao.